the Earth's radius r. Let us see how it can be solved. Here, the gravitational pull or the gravitational acceleration at an altitude h or at a depth h is g by 2. It is said that the gravitational acceleration at that depth is half of that at surface. સપાટી ઉપરના ગુરુત્વ પ્રવેગ કરતાં h જેટલી ઊંડાઈએ ગુરુત્વ પ્રવેગ અડધો છે. Then in this equation it means that gh is g by 2. So if we substitute here for gh, then it will be equal to 1 half. Gh upon g will be equal to 1 half. So it is 1 minus h upon r is equal to 1 half. So we can solve this for h, and h will turn out to be r by 2. So what does it mean? It means that at half of the radius of Earth, if we dig inside the Earth equal to half of the radius of the Earth, then at that point the gravitational acceleration would also become half. So that is an important revelation actually. Another quantity which is related with this gravitational force is the gravitational intensity, which is represented by I. ગુરુત્વાકર્ષણની તીવ્રતા, intensity એટલે કે તીવ્રતા. It is defined as the force experienced by a unit mass when placed in the gravitational field of another mass, capital M. જો કોઈ પદાર્થને કોઈ બીજા પદાર્થના ગ્રેવિટેશનલ ફિલ્ડમાં એટલે કે ક્ષેત્રમાં મૂકવામાં આવે તો તેના ઉપર તો તેના એકમ માસ ઉપર અથવા તો યુનિટ માસ ઉપર કેટલું બળ લાગશે એનું જે માપ છે તે છે ગ્રેવિટેશનલ ઇન્ટેન્સિટી. સો ઇટ ઇઝ gm upon r square. It is actually the force per unit mass, that is the Fg upon m, small m. So small m gets cancelled and we get this equation gm upon r square. So that is called gravitational intensity, એટલે કે ગુરુત્વાકર્ષણના બળની તીવ્રતા અને આપણે gravitational intensity કહીએ છીએ. Another quantity called gravitational potential. It is represented by capital V. At a point in the gravitational field, it is defined as the work done in taking a unit mass from that point to infinity against the force of gravity, that is gravitational acceleration. It means that if we move an object or a mass which is already there in a gravitational field, so if we move it from that point to infinity, then how much work is required to be done for that? The amount of that work done is called gravitational potential, and it is also represented by negative sign because the work is being done on the particle. So we have to integrate from r to infinity. So we are moving that particle from any point in space r to an infinite point where, now this infinity means where the force is negligible or is zero. So we have to integrate this force. So it is gm upon r square dr, integration over dr. So if we integrate it, we would get minus g into m upon r. That is called gravitational potential. weight and gravitational force. વજન ઉપર gravitational force ની શું અસર છે? This is actually very simple aspect, but many times the students get confused between mass and weight, or they do not have the proper idea or they don't know the proper difference between them. So let us see exactly what it is. Weight is actually the force which is exerted by the object or one mass on the other, or weight on earth means the amount of force that is exerted by earth on any object which is placed very close to the surface of earth. So that force is expressed by Fg, that is gravitational force, and that is actually the weight, that is mass into acceleration, and this force is given by this equation. Okay, G, capital G, M, capital M, small m upon r square, which is equal to the Newton's force acting on that object, small m, that is the mass of this object, and G is the gravitational acceleration with which it is falling. So that is called weight actually, and it differs. Actually it differs, okay, it depends on the mass actually, the mass of the object. Now what is the difference exactly, what are the differences between mass and weight? Let us see. Mass is a measure of how much material is in an object. It gives us an idea about how much material is present in a mass, whereas the weight is a measure of the gravitational force that is exerted on that material in a gravitational field. So weight gives us an idea about what is the strength of the gravitational force on the surface of the earth, or on any surface, the surface of a planet suppose. So it differs from planet to planet. Weight of one object on earth and the same object if it is taken to some other planet or moon, for example, then its weight would be different, because the amount of force that would be exerted by the surface of the moon on that same mass would be different, so its weight would be different. So that is weight. There are other points also. Mass and weight both are actually proportional to each other. If the mass increases, the weight also increases. Weight depends on the location of the object. It depends on the location. So that is also an important aspect. And mass is considered to be a constant. Actually it is not so, but on a macro scale we can say that it is a constant for an object. So these are the points, okay, which we should consider, or which we should keep in our mind while differentiating mass and weight. Then gravitational field anomaly. If the earth had a constant density, then the distance between the satellite would not change as they orbited the earth. Satellites છે એ જ્યારે અર્થને ઓર્બિટ કરે છે, ભ્રમણ કરે છે, ત્યારે તેમનું ડિસ્ટન્સ છે એ બદલાય છે. Why this distance is changing? Because the earth is not having a constant density. So because of the change in density, there is a change in the force. So there is a slight variation in the gravitational field. So this change in this variation in the gravitational field causes the satellites to come closer together, or to drift away from each other. So that is called gravitational field anomaly. So on different places on the earth surface, the amount of gravitational field or the strength of the gravitational field is not constant, but it changes from place to place, and that creates a gravitational field anomaly. These are the two hemispheric spheres of earth. આ બે ગોળાર્ધો છે આપણી પૃથ્વીના. We can see the colors, different colors represent the different amount of gravitational field that is present at that particular point. So the yellow color actually, it represents the actual value of G, that is 9.8 meter per second square, when it moves towards the red portion, the places where it is red. So there the gravity is more than 9.8 meter per second square, whereas the regions which show blue color or which are shown with blue colors, they are having smaller values for gravitational acceleration. So this is called gravitational field anomaly, and this is it is given here for the entire surface of the earth, and we can see it is not constant but it varies from point to point, and that is very important aspect. And it is actually because of this the satellite orbits are not exactly circular, but they change. Then the escape velocity. If some object wants to escape from the surface of the earth, then how much velocity it has to acquire in order to escape? Then the amount of velocity required is called escape velocity. So the kinetic energy given to an object should be equal to the gravitational potential. Gravitational potential જેટલી જ કાઇનેટિક એનર્જી, જેટલી જ ગતિ ઉર્જા જો પદાર્થને આપવામાં આવે, તો જો આપણે એર રેઝિસ્ટન્સને અવગણીએ, if we neglect air resistance, then the object could escape from the earth's gravitational field. So the amount of kinetic energy, now the kinetic energy is given by 1/2 mv square. It should be equal to the gravitational potential, that is gmm upon r square. From this equation we can find out the velocity of escape, that is the velocity which is required to escape from the earth. For example, it will be twice g under root twice gm upon r. On our earth its value is 11.2 kilometer per second. So if we want to send a rocket in its orbit, for example, suppose we want to send a satellite in its orbit, then with how much velocity it should be fired from the surface of the earth? That velocity that is required is 11.2 kilometer per second. It should come out of the earth or the earth's atmosphere with minimum this much velocity, 11.2 kilometer per second. So that's all which I wanted to share with you today. So I hope this presentation might have helped you in getting some insight into this well explored but still less understood aspect or the law of gravitation. Thank you very much.